All right, everyone, we're back with StutterTalk, and we're live in Arizona in 2009 at the National Stuttering Association Convention. And Caryn, do you have us a first listener comment? Yes.
Yep.
A woman, a few words.
My name is Jason from Cincinnati, and I kind of have a funny story on how I ended up advertising. I drove through McDonald's, which I hate to do because I'm scared of the box. Once I see the box, okay. So I go up there and I started to order, and I like the value meals because they got the numbers by it. So I started off. I wanted number 8. So I said it, and you know how they always like, okay, that'll be number 9, that'll be the chicken. And I'm like, no. And then I was like, I'll get the double cheese. And then I was like, hold on. And then so I compromised, and I said, I'm going to start over. And so I started over, and I was just going to order the sandwich and the meal. So I was like, I'm through with the numbers, no Roman numerals, nothing. So I was like, here's what I want. And then I tried again for a minute, and they're like, sir, we don't hear you. And I go, how about this? And she's like, yes. I go, how about I'm going to pull up? We'll talk about it up there. So then I pulled up, and I was like, and then that's when I kind of advertised. But the cool thing is, I was explaining to a few of these guys the other day, at McDonald's, they actually have, well, at least in Ohio, it says people with hearing or speech difficulties, you may want to come up to the window. And if I would have done that, I would have gotten home before the end of the game. So that happened there, and that's a situation. When I was up there, I was like, look, sweetheart, she was for McDonald's, damn. she was a good or very good McDonald's worker. All the restaurants, I'm like, wow, it's really good. It's an upgrade. It's hard to find a job these days. That was my situation where as I got up to the counter to pay, I was like, yes, I'm a person of stutters, and she was like, that's cool. I don't think she had a clue what was going on, but but then she found out, and I gave her the wink, but all I got was my food.
Yeah. So what the heck is it about the drive-through? Because so many of us have like these problems going up to that freaking drive-through. Is it not being able to be seen? Is it the pressure of people behind you? Like, what is it?
It's the fact that you have to say something so specific, and you have to say it. Like working at Starbucks, I could go on forever, but you have to say like what it is, that name. You can't word switch or any of that nonsense.
That is not true. You can totally word switch in the drive-thru. Here, I'll give you a perfect example. I'll have a number I'll have the meal with 2 cheeseburgers. I'll have the second thing up there. I'll have, come on. Honestly.
I haven't word switched in a while, so I wouldn't know that.
You go.
Burn.
I go inside in the middle of a blizzard. My 15-year-old nephew said, can we please go through the drive-thru? And I said, no, we can't. He said, switch places with me. I said, you can't drive. I'll sit in your lap. No, we're not going in.
Wait,
Love that.
Jamie, I don't understand. You always seem like you're so open with how you talk. Like, why does the drive-thru upset you?
Nice.
Drive, because I have such long silent blocks that she says, "Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you?" I'm hungry, man.
Yeah, if you can't even, yeah, it's like even if you're advertising, it may take a while for that. And, you know, they'll still probably be asking, can I help you, when you're trying to say, like, I stutter, so I need a minute. So in times like that, like, I hope you don't beat yourself up ever, because it's totally, like, that's legit.
No, but I'm sure if I said I stutter, they'll say, "You want fries with that?"
Would you like to value size your stutter?
Can you say that into the microphone, please?
Yeah.
Would you like to value size that stutter today for 39 cents?
Yes, please.
Thank you, Caryn.
Ilana, what's on your mind?
Sorry, I'm going to be serious now following Jason. I'll have to say the drive-through is the only thing I ever avoid, and I've become, it bothered me that I would avoid it, but I'm totally okay with it now. And I would rather walk into Wendy's instead of going through the drive-through. No, I don't think there's anything wrong, but sometimes there are just things you want to avoid or don't want to do, and I think it's okay to be okay with it, to make that choice.
One of the things I'm really into is honesty, and I just really love the fact that you brought that up. Like, that's a thing that you just don't like to do, and you're okay with going in the store, and I just want to say thanks for being honest.
Yeah, I think also we as people who stutterers, tend to beat ourselves up a ton.
Yep.
And when I first started my whole journey thing, it was completely about going out there and doing the craziest, I can't curse here, the craziest stuff that I could find to do. And that was kind of how I dealt with stuttering for a long, long time, but really finding some comfort in the fact that, yeah, I word switch every once in a while, which Sam, I don't really do anymore, thank you. It's fine, it's okay, like, you're just trying to get along in a conversation, and you're trying to talk, and you're trying to communicate, and that's cool.
I just want to say though, and I agree with you, and I'm completely guilty of it, but it is such a fine line, because you have to keep yourself accountable so that you can keep making progress. Like, I remember that time we were hanging out in Chicago with your friends, and I just felt like, for some reason, I felt uncomfortable stuttering, and I was doing all sorts of my old tricks, and I remember after that I felt like, oh man, Eric probably thinks that I'm just this big fraud, you know, but at the same time, if you take steps backwards, you can't beat yourself up about it, but at the same time, you gotta keep stepping forward.
It's funny. Please, Jamie, go ahead.
No, is it really stepping backwards, or is it just making a choice for your inner peace at the time? I mean, this is a very tough journey that we're on, and I think it's times you got to give yourself a break and say, you know, I don't feel like working that hard today, so I'm not going to. I think that's okay.